Okay, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harak HaKadosh. Double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to all the Akim who are tuning into these videos. Alright, so this is just going to be a quick video piggybacking on what the apostles were speaking on a few days ago, about the burning of the flesh and dealing with these women. So right here I have this article. It came out in June 13th, 2019. And the title pretty much says Cuba Goody Jr. arrested, pleads not guilty to forcible touching charges. So before I get into the article, I'm going to go ahead and read these precepts. Alright, so this is 1 Corinthians 7 and 8. I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. And this is speaking about Paul, how he was pretty much a eunuch in this truth. He didn't deal with women. He wasn't distracted by all these other things. And verse 9 says, but if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn. It's a very true statement, but that you also have to consider the times that we're living in, because you could be over here like Cuba Goody Jr. And you'd be a wealthy, well-off man, and you got women accusing you of things. Let me see if this picture's got the picture of the person. Well, actually, I think this is someone else, because once this article came out, like a whole bunch of other articles came out. Yeah, so the title of this one says, I'm not gonna read the title, but it pretty much says like he supposedly, I'm gonna read right here. The 51-year-old star engaged in unwanted sexual act with her when she was 16. Then Austri, the person is speaking. It says that yeah, I'm not gonna read this article. It's real nasty, but pretty much she was lying about it. Because Cuba Goody Jr., the only reason she's jumping on this bandwagon of Me Too is because this person in particular is also trying to get money from Cuba Goody Jr. because of this alleged groping that he did at a bar. All right, so as a Hebrew Israelite, you're gonna have that burn of wanting to start a family. That's very normal. If the Heavenly Father allows it to, so that you get a wife, you get one and you bring forth fruit. But if you don't, you just got to understand that it's the Heavenly Father who's pretty much saying that you're not getting a wife. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and read the article. This is about the alleged touching at the bar. It said, sought for 3 days for questioning on a sexual misconduct allegation, Cuba Gooding Jr. voluntarily surrendered Thursday to New York police. Was arrested and charged with misdemeanor count of forcible touching involved in accusations he groped a woman's breast in New York bar on Sunday. Department or Det Martin Brown, a spokesman for the NYPD, told USA Today Gooding was charged by the Special Victims Unit after he turned himself in and was questioned at a police precinct. Gooding pleaded not guilty and was arraigned Thursday. He was released without bail. His next court date is June 26. News videos posted on Twitter earlier Thursday showed police walking a cuffed, smiling Gooding and out what appears to be a back door. I'm just gonna play the video real quick just to show. This is Jake right here, because he knows the it was all BS. Even if he did grope this woman, there's nothing really negative that comes out of that. Like say he did, he was just flirting with her. Here's Jake, he's smiling. And it says Mark Keller, one of Gooding's attorneys who arranged for Gooding to turn himself into the sex crime detectives, insisted prosecutors should decline to prosecute Gooding for lack of evidence of wrongdoing. I have viewed the footage of video surveillance of the entire evening and did not see one scintilla of criminal culpability on the part of Gooding. Here's a close-up. Jake was smiling. But yeah, so anyways, going back to the precepts, because you could, go on the apps, get with a woman, ask them out, but you just guys got to make sure you play your cards right. But then you have to understand too that these women, they're pretty much racist, and they only like guys with green skin. If you know what I mean. They're really only after you because, like right now in Babylon, all women pretty much got furnished apartments, and they are on the apps too, and they're over here, sleeping all over the place. So pretty much though, like if the Heavenly Father gifts you a woman, by dealing with her, and then she deals with you back, and it ain't on some rape charges or anything like that. It's actually a legitimate, grouping. Then that's the Heavenly Father giving you a wife in this place. Because pretty much out of the 144,000 elect, and then the 1/3 that's going to be saved out of it, there's also going to be women and children that are going to be saved. So pretty much like the women that are going to be on those chariots are going to be wives and daughters. Just point blank and bluntly. So like if you get a wife and you deal with her, and she deals with you back, then you endure in this thing until the end. You go on the streets and preach and prophesy. Then you're pretty much you're the ticket to the chariot for her. Because the only way she's saved is through her husband. So I'm gonna read these precepts. Is Jeremiah 16, and starting at the top, it says, "The word of the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai came also unto me, saying, Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land, they shall die of grievous deaths." And that's one thing too, because in this ministry, you already have a family. The brothers in this ministry are your family, and the apostles are your spiritual fathers. And so, like any sisters or like ex-wives, pretty much they're marked for death. I'm gonna read verse 4 again. It says, "They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and the carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth." Yeah, because you got to realize too is like there's brothers in this ministry. They got bastard sons, and you already know like what are the laws against a son that's disobedient to his father. So pretty much like in these upcoming times, Jacob's trouble. And if you have a son and he passes away, that's just because he was a wicked soul from his past life, just coming back to fill his lot pretty much. But not saying this to scare you. Don't have kids because they're gonna die. If the spirit allows it, have kids. But if the spirit doesn't allow it, why would you tempt the Most High? All right, so I'm actually gonna read this precept before I read those, because these are good milk. Akim already know these two that I'm gonna bring up, but I want to bring out this precept before I bring out those. This is Matthew 6:22. "The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light." And this is pretty much speaking about like the single eye is that you have tunnel vision, like you have the eye on the prize. Eyes on the kingdom. You have your mindset on the kingdom, because in the kingdom we're gonna have everything pretty much. All the concubine, you won't there won't be even a number to put on it. So like if you're in this world, and you have like, let's say you got like a whole bunch of girls and concubines that you deal with, that's gonna take a lot of time out of you. And right now the time that we got to put in is for putting into this work. So you got to put all this what's the word, distractions out of the way. And like I said before, like if you have a wife and she deals with you and you deal with her, that's not a distraction. But you still have to maintain her and not put her away. And so verse 13 says, "But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness?" All right, so this is what we have our eyes on the prize. Because yeah, you can get some women here on this side, but pretty much like you have to have your mindset on the women that we're gonna get in the kingdom to come. So as Isaiah 4:1 says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Yeah, because me growing up, my grandparents, they always said, like, go get yourself a girl, tell her, lewd acts, pretty much, joking and being silly about it, because back in the day, in the old country, getting a woman was as simple as going up to her. Nowadays, it ain't that simple. Like apps, you know what I mean? All right, so this is Isaiah 32:2. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, and rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of great rock in a weary land. So pretty much, once Jacob's trouble hits, all these thoughts, if you want to call them that, these slags or whatever, these these women pretty much in the world, they're going to lose those furnished houses. They're going to lose Esau's welfare checks, except if they have the mark of the beast. But out here, like it's like I've already said before, it's gonna get crazy out here during Jacob's trouble. But if you are sighing and crying, you're actually preaching and prophesying against this wicked kingdom. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, as what the elect are supposed to be doing, you're going to be guarded by the Heavenly Father and His angels. And the women are going to notice that. They're going to notice that you aren't famished like all these other people, that you're not, sulking to cannibalism like other people. You're not, what's another word? You're not ever thirsty, because, it's going to be some tough times, but like the men of the Lord are going to be way better off than the rest of the people that are going to go through, like martial law and stuff. Women are going to notice that. And that time right there, that's going to be a good time to get yourself a woman. Like, if the spirit allows it, like I've said already, because right now, like you go up to a woman and she notices your skin color ain't green, there's an 80% chance she ain't going to deal with you. Now, I'm gonna read this one more time. It says Matthew 6:22, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. And so pretty much, have your mindset, have your treasures laid upon the kingdom of heaven to come. Because what we're dealing with right now, it's pretty much hell. It's not a rest. These women, they're not gonna deal with us as like in a righteous manner. That's set up for the kingdom. Even the women that you get right here, they're still gonna be not 100% all the way in the spirit. All right, so that's the end of this video. Hopefully this video is edifying. Don't end up like Cuba Goody Jr. But if the spirit allows it, the spirit won't get you with Esau over here. You may be smiling, but Esau still have to put you away in handcuffs. So I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harakwakadash, Shalom Akim.